Ahoy there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome aboard. My name is Captain Honor, and once again, it is my honor to sail among the stars of the blackest ocean alongside you. Ladies and gentlemen, we have another episode of Dragon Age the Veilguard lined up just for you. Glory,
Yes, Captain.
take us in.
Dragon Age the Veilguard will be online shortly, Captain.
Welcome. I think I'll do the soulless memories after I've finished everyone's quest lines.
So, does the fire feel like a part of you? Or I don't know, like something else inside you?
No, it has to be me.
Has to? What if it's not?
How?
Sometimes the stone magic feels like something else in me. It's me, but it's not me. You know?
You have to feel the magic as part of you. You can't control it till you admit it's yours.
Glad you got a handle on it.
I'd burn the place down by accident if I didn't.
Like I said,
That what it's like for you as a mage?
I had to accept that while magic comes from the Fade, the power to harness it comes from me.
You make it sound so easy.
You know how many times I set my bed on fire? My mother had to get special sheets. You'll get there.
Thanks, Tosh. That really helps.
Good. You deserve to be happy.
I agree.
She smells really good.
How you doing over there?
What? Shut up. Nothing.
Oh, well, I'm convinced.
I want to get her something. What do you think she likes?
Cheese.
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 Everyone likes cheese.
No, I like cheese. Harding deserves better than something I like.
Trust me on this. She's Ferelden. Fereldens love cheese. And you could share it.
I'm blaming you if it doesn't work.
That's the spirit.
That is the spirit indeed. Do I sense a romance brewing? Do you sense a romance brewing, Glory?
That would be gross. Imagine the babies.
Yeah.
Careful with that.
But of course.
It's the only lead I've got.
My dear Davron, I'll be as careful with this cloth as if it were burial silk from the Storm Age. And this will be so instructive for Manfred. Ah, Rook, just in time.
Is that a good thing?
We have something of a mystery.
That piece of cloth I tore off the Gloom Howler back at the cauldron still has some of its blood on it.
And now, through the application of necromancy, perfected by the Morn Watch through years of meticulous...
Yeah, we're trying to figure out what the Gloom Howler is.
rather discern its nature.
How?
By setting it on fire?
Patience.
It's
To
careful
discern,
with this
one
claw
must sometimes
as the Stone
destroy.
Age. Storm Age?
Ah, yes, of course. How interesting.
What is it?
Burns it.
It says this was elven blood. This was a person.
What? But it howls.
A corrupted person. Not always a monster. And something else. Deathsel. I'm unfamiliar with the meaning.
An elven word for covenant. Like a promise or a blood oath. I think I get it. An elf who took a vow, then gets blighted. An elf who knew about griffins and warden's secrets.
Almost as if...
It was a warden. It's one of us.
I know this is bad, but it means we have a lead.
Yes, but one that points within.
If Weishaupt knew about it, they never told me. Something else is going on here. I'll put out the word, call in favors, see who might know more. But thanks for your help, Emmerich. You, discerned well.
My pleasure.
Demon's back.
I don't think he ever leaves, actually.
Then he's acting weird.
Smells like melon and wood smoke.
Hey! No! No! Sit your ass back down.
I'll handle this. Maybe make sure the alluvium room is blocked.
Rook's haircut looks nice.
Now we get to talk.
We have nothing to talk about.
Lucanis made a deal he hasn't kept.
What deal?
Break our chains, kill, escape our prison, and live?
Isn't that what happened?
No! I want out!
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I want Lucanis to honor the deal. Tell him! Make him! Rook?
You were sleepwalking.
Spite was sleepwalking.
He didn't go anywhere. Nothing happened.
I didn't want you to see that. Again.
Your pride's gonna get you killed. Or worse.
Maybe you're right.
You know I'm right.
I'm supposed to be a professional.
Professional doesn't mean you have to go it alone.
Something to think about, I guess.
Ah, hello there. Just admiring how carefully the Fade is woven into this place. As cultivated as a palace garden.
That's old elven stuff for you. Magic everywhere you look, and also where you don't.
I do envy you, Rook.
Really?
A Grey Warden facing down peril in the distant Anderfells and beyond. Not to mention traveling with Varric. The adventures you've already had.
There's also a lot of fighting, bad weather, getting lost, and more fighting.
I have been accused of being a romantic.
That's romantic.
Work was always my excuse not to travel. But now that I've joined you, I'm finally exploring outside Navarra's crypts. Ah, speaking of the necropolis,
Yes?
I've been meaning to ask how you'd like your body prepared in the event of your death.
Actually, do they let you into the necropolis if you're not Navaran?
What a splendid idea! I could put a word in. Ah, he's finished the reagent. Please excuse us. Excellent work, Manfred.
The fall of Weishaupt reverberated across the Fade, as did the fall of an archdemon.
But unless I am mistaken, both Elganan and Gillenane yet stand.
We took down Gillenane's archdemon, but we weren't able to kill her.
And how are you doing?
I came to you to figure out our next steps. I don't need a shoulder to cry on.
Of course. As a leader, you are wise to put away concerns and show only confidence to your team. And your adversaries. At least you still have Varric to talk to. What of your companions? How have they handled the events at Weishaupt?
They've spent a lot of time yelling at each other. Or me.
Not the worst outcome, all things considered. Properly focused, that anger can forge your team into a weapon keen enough to cut through any obstacle. You cannot stand against Elganan and Gillenane with logic. Those motivated by greed or self-interest will change alliances, but those who serve you with passion and loyalty will follow wherever you lead, even to their deaths if necessary.
I'm not planning to order anyone to their deaths.
If you gain their loyalty, they will need no orders. They will volunteer.
I can't build these people up knowing I might have to send them to their deaths. There's always another option.
Perhaps you are right. Building your team is the best way to minimize the chance of such an order becoming necessary.
I'll keep that in mind. Do you have any suggestions on our next move against the gods?
If you oppose Elganan and Gillenane's minions, you will get your opportunity.
You think one of the Antam or Venatori commanders will help us find the gods?
Possibly. But more importantly, you will aggravate them. You rendered Gillenane mortal at Weishaupt. It is an embarrassment, an insult, neither she nor Elganan can ignore. If you continue to disrupt their plans, you will not need to track them down. They will come to you.
And then we get some payback for Weishaupt.
As long as you are ready when the opportunity comes. One final warning. You have survived a confrontation with Gillenane, which few still live to claim. But her power pales in comparison to Elganan's. If he takes the field himself, remember, in a fight such as ours, escaping to fight another day is a victory.
I don't understand why you're bringing so many books.
Well, I don't see what your objections are to my taking a canopy.
We're only going for 2 days.
You've hardly brought more than a flask and a bedroll.
Should I send a search party out for you two in a couple of days?
No.
Of course not.
Emmerich wants to see more of Ferelden, so we're going camping. But he's treating it like we're going to an academic thing.
An expedition can have its earthly comforts.
You want to bring a shaving kit in the woods.
My dear Harding, a gentleman is never without a brush and a razor.
The whole point of going to the wilds is to get away from all that. So what if you get muddy and smell a little bad?
One can enjoy the scenery while remembering to bathe.
Harding, does it really matter if Emmerich brings 8 books?
9, actually.
And Emmerich? So what if Harding is fine sleeping on dirt?
Not all the time. Okay, Rook, I know. This trip's supposed to be fun.
I really have looked forward to you showing me more of your home, Harding.
Me too. Oh, and I'll make us sandwiches.
Ah, your famous ham and jam slam?
Well, yam and jam slam because you don't eat meat. So I'll use yams.
How thoughtful. Thank you, Harding.
How thoughtful.
I can't believe you're asking for a favor as though nothing's happened.
What crapped in your bed?
Sorry, didn't know you two were in the middle
Rook!
of...
Excellent. Come in. We could use a second sober voice.
I'm not drunk. You're drunk.
It's a figure of speech.
I was wondering when this had happened.
I don't follow.
You two didn't seem to be bonding.
I need one of these little needle things to dig some crap out of my armor. Death Mage won't give me one.
First, a bone threader is an extremely delicate instrument. Second, it's Emmerich, Tash. My name is Emmerich, not Death Mage, not Corpse Guy, not... I won't repeat the rest.
What? You are a Death Mage.
Why are all my attempts to converse with you met with scorn? What have I done to you, Tash?
You talk about corpses too much.
It's a rich topic.
No, corpses are messed up. They used to have people in them. You make a move like they're alive, but they smell wrong and they move wrong, and none of it is okay.
Oh.
Especially the ones with skin still on them.
I figured you two would butt heads at some point.
Rook, you needn't keep acting as though you're above the fray.
You should have said something earlier.
I don't... You two can't gang up on me. You dragged me into this.
Too late. You're here now.
I'd no idea necromancy upset you so deeply, Tash. Quite honestly, I didn't think you feared anything.
I don't. But I could have said it was bugging me. I didn't think you cared what I thought.
Of course I do. We're colleagues on this journey.
Okay. Sorry I called you a liker. Skull liker.
You two could still learn things together you'd never find out alone. Emmerich, you clearly find talking about dragons boring.
What? How? Who doesn't like dragons?
Aren't you curious why Tash likes them as much as you like necromancy?
The question crossed my mind.
And maybe Emmerich could help demystify magic, Tash.
Maybe he could share a little. So I know how to deal with walking corpses next time I'm in an old ruin.
I'd be happy to.
Thought you might be.
It's the risk of the path we've chosen. Sorrow and anger waiting in abundance. Familiarity rarely dulls their teeth.
Right. Spend enough time as a warden and you'll see plenty of death. Thought I'd gotten used to it. But Weishaupt...
You blame yourself. If you'd been faster or fought harder. If you hadn't missed your best shot at the architect of all that misery.
You did your best. Both of you.
We all did. Just means our best must be better.
It will be. Next time, we'll be ready.
Count on it.
You two done fighting then? I can't have you at each other's throats.
Lucanus is still an assassin. Kills people for money.
And Davrin's still self-righteous. Judgmental, too. Typical warden. Ah, no offense.
If we let that get in the way of stopping the gods...
We won't. We cannot.
If I hear that crap again...
You won't. Returning from Treviso has put much into perspective. Our arguments, our personal problems, it's as Emmerich says. They hold us back.
We won't stop the gods while other worries weigh us down.
I'm pleased my words provided clarity on how we all felt. Now, if I may suggest...
Rook, I've been looking for you.
Something wrong?
Evka sent word. They found something.
Oh, it's
right
go
then.
time.
Rest of you, find Tash and Nev. Let's go see what the wardens have to share.
Harding and Lucanus, huh?
This smells amazing.
Coffee.
Does all coffee smell like this? Or just the stuff you make?
Coffee has a distinct aroma, if that's what you're asking.
Sorry. It was really rare where I grew up. And expensive.
I don't need coffee to get going. Adrenaline's enough.
Speak for yourself.
So, Harding, what do you think?
It's... delicious.
She hates it.
No, I don't hate it. It's really nice. Temperature.
I won't be upset if you don't like coffee.
He really wouldn't.
I know, but... sorry. It's just this thing I do sometimes.
Acting so people will like you?
It sounds terrible when you say it like that. I know I don't need to do it. I just do.
Yeah, but you shouldn't. Be yourself.
Guess I can't help it.
You must have been pretty tiny as a child.
Where'd that come from?
A tiny dwarven girl in a land of large human farmers.
Oh, yeah. I probably learned pretty quick that things worked out better if people liked me. If they agreed with me, or I agreed with them.
Some people like cream or sugar in their coffee.
Maybe coffee just isn't my thing.
Let's bring these two. Get some practice in before we go battle a dragon. What quest you got for me, buddy?
Timing, Rook. I've news about our Venatori spy and Crow turncoat.
Oh!
I have deciphered the code from the notes you found. Our friends will meet soon. They plan to take a gondola to rendezvous in the market.
And you want me to go look for a trail and hunt down these spies?
Precisely. Chance Candide is too conspicuous. You'll blend into the comings and goings seamlessly.
Finally found them, did we?
Let's do business.
Oh, I don't have any valuables. Interesting. Okay.
I'm always open.
Let me grab this quest over here.
Fletcher is bringing in new goods. Should I have them delivered here? I should have them delivered here. Rook, we have news about the Antam's experiments with Gatlock.
What's happening?
They're working with Venatori to set off these new and improved explosives across the city.
They'll be set off simultaneously to impress the citizens with their new toys, and to strategically destroy the homes of those they deem troublesome.
Our agents cannot be everywhere. I will mark several locations where they store this Gatlock. Destroy it discreetly.
Absolutely. I guess we'll start there.
Just tell me what you're thinking. At the Chantry, Spite, you know what happened.
There's the experimental Gatlock. Looks like the Venatori and Antar's guard set it up to explode.
At least they're in one place.
Follow the crows.
That you'll never see.
You do away from the Mage's Gatlock. Not settled. Ready in a star.
Now then, nice stuff.
need to get rid of the rest of this Gatlock.
Well, they were annoying.
All right, just tell me.
That's all the Gatlock here. On to the next spot.
Targets ahead.
Over there. More of that Gatlock the Venatori made stronger.
Got us at range.
Get clear!
Tiny little space. Oh, that does work.
Now it's your turn.
Ready, Rook.
Time is yours.
Nice. Oh! Did he fall?
Just
I think he fell. The Ensemble.
still standing. Not bad.
Okay, just one more pile of Gatlock to deal with.
Good. The Antam barely seem to know how to use it themselves.
It's that last cache of Gatlock. The Antam and Venatori are on alert.
Ow.
Don't let them get close to the Gatlock! Maybe if you did, they'd put up your last patch!
Nice.
All set. I got the setup. Rest.
Stay covered! We need to close in. On the job.
Oh, that didn't do it. I thought it was going to detonate him. It didn't.
There. We've
That
gotten
did
rid of
hurt.
the last of this new Gatlock.
The Venatori and Antam didn't seem to enjoy each other's company.
Neither seemed impressed with their magical Gatlock either.
That won't be...
Next.
Who are you? Are you in league with those traitors?
Traitors.
Take them alive.
I want them for questioning.
Orders from a distance. On your right.
Is he not overwhelmed? It's not. Neither one of them are overwhelmed. That's interesting.
I have a feeling those Venatori were also looking for the spies Chant sent us after. This is where our Crow and Venatori spies were supposed to...
Yeah, I'm not reading that.
Let's see if we can track them down in the market.
Glory, what two elements do you think I should use?
Ice and necrosis would be a nasty combo.
Ice and necrosis, huh?
Slow and steady death for our enemies.
I bet that'd
Torn
be
up
a
papers.
dangerous combination.
More of that cipher. With those spies trying to get rid of some evidence.
What about lightning? Just lightning.
Could be worth a try.
Thank you for coming.
Another sign of that Crow and Venatori. It looks like one of our spies dropped a bag. They must have been in a hurry. The notes inside said they'd be keeping out of sight in the market for a while.
Yep, not reading that.
I think our Crow and Venatori spies were here.
Is this supposed to be hard? Get out of the way. These braziers just have the candles next to them. They literally give the answer away. They just do.
Wait. Flowers. More wine. This Crow and Venatori. Those weren't spy notes we found before. They were love letters.
You cannot be serious.
Have we been stalking someone's affair? Wouldn't be the first time.
I don't think the Crows or Venatori will be happy these two are seeing each other. There's coffee cups on the table. They must have been at a nearby cafe. Let's see if there's any trace of them there.
Oh, it is actually nearby. Okay. Oh. You think so, Glory? Yeah. I'm pretty sure we're gonna slaughter the boss of this too.
In Treviso.
People feel at home here.
I feel like there's loot around.
The Venatori are preparing an ambush for the Crows, and they're trying to capture the secret couple to interrogate them.
Of course there will be.
We could send the couple a note, warn them that the Crows are hunting them too and that they should leave the city. Or I could tell Chance that a Crow's been seeing a Venatori. Not sure he'd be pleased to hear that.
Love isn't real. Love isn't real. We're going to turn their lovebird behinds in. It's not a thing. Doesn't exist. It's not real.
Chance, those spies you sent me after are a Venatori and a Crow having an affair.
Huh? Ah, his fidgeting, his lateness, all those new clothes. Yet a Crow is sworn against all enemies of Treviso. I recognize love's sting. But we must draw the poison.
Love,
The note
huh?
also mentioned the Venatori was setting up an ambush for the crows.
That would explain their recent movements. We've reports that Venatori have been gathering near central Treviso. If it is to be a fight, we could use your help. And I will speak to our wayward crow.
There's the Venatori and the crows.
Sable, I did not want this.
Run!
To where?
I didn't mean to!
It must. Let it be you, Sable. Let it.
A tragic end, but a crow's heart is pledged to Antiva.
We should tell Chance the Venatori are gone.
Rook, thanks for your help with our young crow.
His lady friend was there, in that battle against the Venatori.
It is sad. Yet, the Venatori would assume their wayward mage was selling secrets. They demand she kill her lover to prove her devotion. And as we were suspicious, our crow had to prove he would never hesitate to strike an enemy of Antiva. But the Venatori are driven off. This, at least, is a victory.
Agreed. Well, ladies and gentlemen, high tide is a-calling. Thank you all for coming aboard. My name is Captain Honor, and once again it has been my honor to sail amongst the stars of this black, black, black ocean alongside you. Glory,
Yes, Captain.
take us out of here.
On the busy dock, waves crash loud. Birds above, they form a cloud. Workers hustle, boats tied tight. Sunshine gleaming all so bright. Fishnets tangle, seagulls cry. Morning hustle echoes high. Rusty anchors, seas embrace. Smell of salt and busy pace. At the dock, life never still. Waves and birds, they always